What if I told you that your entire life could change in just 5 minutes a day? Sounds impossible, right? Like, come on, Rogers, are you seriously telling me that brushing my teeth for an extra minute is going to make me a millionaire? No, not exactly. But what if I told you it's not about the you do in those 5 minutes, but the meet Emma? Emma was stuck in a dead-end job, drowning in to-do lists, and just completely unsure of what her next step should be. Sound familiar? Emma felt like she was on autopilot, just going through the motions. Then she made one 5-minute decision that changed everything. And no, it wasn't about finally cleaning out her inbox. It was about shifting her mindset, about taking control of those little moments in her day and using them to build the life she actually wanted. That's what I want to share with you today. The power of those small habits, those quick decisions, those seemingly insignificant 5-minute chunks of time that, when used intentionally, can lead to massive transformations. We're going to break down 5 simple, actionable tips that you can start implementing today. Buckle up, because things are about to get good. Let's talk about the control panel of your life, the intricate system that governs your actions, decisions, and beliefs. This control panel is none other than your mind, the thing that dictates everything you do and believe, your mind. You know that little voice inside your head, the one that whispers doubts and fears, the one that tells you you're not good enough, not smart enough, not ready yet? Yeah, that voice, it's a liar. It feeds on your insecurities and magnifies them. And the beautiful thing is, you have the power to change the narrative, to rewrite the script. Just like changing a TV channel, you can switch your thoughts from negative to positive. I want you to meet someone. Michael. Michael was an athlete, but not the kind who was naturally gifted. He wasn't born with extraordinary talent. He had to work twice as hard as everyone else, pushing his limits every single day. He faced countless challenges and obstacles, and for a long time that voice in his head told him he wasn't cut out for it. It told him to give up, to settle for less. He almost believed it too. The doubt was almost overwhelming. But then he started incorporating a 5-minute visualization exercise into his day, a simple yet powerful practice. Every day for just 5 minutes, he would close his eyes and visualize himself succeeding. He would see his goals vividly. Every day for just 5 minutes, he would close his eyes and visualize himself succeeding. He would see himself crossing the finish line, feeling the rush of victory. He saw himself crossing the finish line, breaking through barriers, felt the weight of that medal around his neck, the symbol of his hard work and dedication. Guess what? It worked. Michael didn't just improve, he excelled. He transformed his reality. He started surpassing even his own expectations. Why? Because he changed his internal dialogue. He rewired his thinking. He stopped listening to the voice of doubt and started feeding his mind with images and affirmations of success. He created a mental environment of positivity, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to take control of your mental narrative. For the next 5 days, I challenge you to carve out just 5 minutes each morning for yourself. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and visualize your goals. See yourself achieving them. I challenge you to carve out just 5 minutes each morning for yourself. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and visualize your goals. See yourself achieving them. Feel the emotions of success wash over you. Let it sink in. Or take those 5 minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. Reflect on the positives in your life. It might feel silly at first, but trust me, this small practice can shift your perspective. This small shift in mindset can have a profound impact on your life. It can be the catalyst for change, the spark that ignites your potential. Let's talk about procrastination, that sneaky little monster that loves to steal our time and leave us feeling guilty and overwhelmed. It's that feeling when you know you have something important to do, but you just can't bring yourself to start. We've all been there, right? It's a universal experience, something that connects us all, staring at a daunting task, feeling the pressure build, and suddenly that laundry pile is looking awfully appealing, or maybe it's the dishes, or even reorganizing your bookshelf. But what if I told you that you could outsmart procrastination with just 5 minutes? Yes, just 5 minutes can make a world of difference. No, I'm not talking about folding laundry for 5 minutes and calling it a day. I'm talking about the 5-minute rule. This is how it works. Break down any task, no matter how big or scary, into small, manageable 5-minute chunks. It's about making the task seem less intimidating. Think about it. How often do you find yourself scrolling through your phone, mindlessly watching video after video, telling yourself, just one more, then I'll get to work? It's a common trap we all fall into. And then, an hour later, you're still glued to the screen, feeling even more stressed and behind than before. The cycle of procrastination continues. What if, instead of falling into that trap, you used that same one more time mentality for something productive? Imagine the possibilities. Set a timer for 5 minutes and tell yourself, I'm just going to work on this for 5 minutes, then I can stop. It's a simple yet powerful trick. Chances are, once you get started, you'll find yourself wanting to continue. The hardest part is often just beginning, and even if you don't, you've still accomplished something. That's the beauty of the 5-minute rule. There's also this little thing called the Pomodoro technique. You work in 25-minute intervals, separated by short breaks. It's designed to keep you focused and fresh. It's like a game, and it works. Many people swear by it. Remember, the key is to take that first step, to break through the inertia of procrastination. It's all about momentum, and sometimes all it takes is 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes to change your entire approach to getting things done. Chapter 3. The 5-minute connection. Building relationships that matter. We live in a world that's constantly buzzing with activity, with notifications and deadlines vying for our attention. It's easy to get so caught up in our own lives that we forget about the people who matter most. But here's the thing. Strong relationships are the foundation of a happy and fulfilling life. And you don't need hours of free time to nurture them. A simple 5-minute connection can make all the difference. Think about it. How long does it take to send a quick text message to a friend, checking in and letting them know you're thinking about them? How about a 5-minute phone call to your parents or siblings just to hear their voices and share a laugh? These small gestures might seem insignificant, but they speak volumes. They say, I value you, you're important to me. And in a world that often feels isolating, that kind of connection is priceless. Remember that viral video of the soldier surprising his mum at work after being deployed for a year? Or the one where the little girl reunited with her lost dog? Those moments, those raw displays of emotion, they remind us of the power of connection. And it doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can be as simple as sending a voice note, sharing a funny meme, or leaving a heartfelt comment on a friend's social media post. Chapter 4. 5-minute health hacks, because small steps lead to big changes. Let's talk about health. Now, before you click away thinking, oh no, not another lecture about kale smoothies and marathon training, hear me out. I'm not here to tell you that you need to overhaul your entire life and become a fitness guru overnight. In fact, I'm a firm believer in the power of small, sustainable changes. And when it comes to your health, even 5 minutes can make a difference. No, I'm not suggesting you try to squeeze in a full workout in 5 minutes. But what about a quick 5-minute walk around the block? Or 5 minutes of stretching before bed? Even dancing in your living room for 5 minutes counts. Don't underestimate the power of these micro habits. They add up over time, and more importantly, they help you create a positive relationship with movement and exercise. And let's not forget about nutrition. What you put into your body matters, but again, it doesn't have to be complicated. Start with small changes like swapping out sugary drinks for water or adding an extra serving of vegetables to your plate. Even just taking 5 minutes to mindfully savor your food, paying attention to the flavors and textures, can make a difference. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about making conscious choices that nourish your body and mind. Chapter 5. Dream big, start small, 5 minutes to fuel your passions. This chapter is all about igniting that spark within you and taking the first step towards your dreams, no matter how small it may seem. What is it that sets your soul on fire? What makes your heart race with excitement and fills your mind with endless possibilities? What's that one thing you've always dreamed of doing but have been putting off for someday? That elusive someday that never seems to come. Maybe it's writing a book, starting a business, learning a new language, or traveling the world. These dreams often feel too big to tackle all at once. Whatever it is, I'm here to tell you that someday doesn't have to be a distant fantasy. It can start today, right now, with just 5 minutes. Yes, just 5 minutes can be the beginning of something extraordinary. You might be thinking, Rogers, what can I possibly achieve in 5 minutes? It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? And you're right. You probably won't finish writing your novel or launch your dream company in that short amount of time, but that's not the point. The point is to take that first step, to break the inertia and start moving in the direction of your dreams. You can write a paragraph, brainstorm business ideas, research language learning apps, or book that flight. These small actions can build momentum. The key is to break down your big, audacious goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Each small step brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The summit may seem far away, but every step you take gets you closer. You don't reach the summit in one giant leap. It's a series of small, deliberate steps. You take it one step at a time. Each step, no matter how small, is progress. And sometimes all it takes is 5 minutes to gain some momentum. Remember J.K. Rowling? She didn't write Harry Potter overnight. She started writing the first Harry Potter book as a single mum, scribbling away in cafes whenever she could find a spare moment. Those small moments added up. She made the most of every spare moment she had, turning them into opportunities to create something magical. Or how about Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx? She didn't start with a huge investment. She started her billion-dollar company with just $5,000 in savings and a whole lot of hustle. She took small, consistent actions. Their stories are a testament to the fact that even small, consistent actions can lead to extraordinary results. So take those 5 minutes today and start fueling your passions. So there you have it. 5 simple yet powerful ways that just 5 minutes can change your entire life. We talked about the power of mindset, the 5-minute rule for productivity, building meaningful connections, prioritizing your health, and pursuing your passions, all in bite-sized chunks of time. So here's your challenge. Starting today, pick one of these 5-minute habits and stick to it for a week, just 1 week. Commit to it, see how it makes you feel, and then come back here and share your story in the comments below. I want to hear about your wins, your struggles, and everything in between, because the life you dream of isn't built in a day, but it can start in just 5 minutes. Now go out there and make it happen. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more life-changing tips and inspiration.